All right, it's me again. I love it when these thoughts just come to me when I'm out driving. But I guess this is another reason why I absolutely love being in charge of my own ship, my own dream, my own destiny, is because I just came from the grocery store. And when I go to the grocery store, I have the privilege of not having to look at prices. It's not to say that I don't look at prices, that I have the privilege of being able to not bat an eyelash when my grocery bill was $305.79 for what I consider a couple bags of food. I don't know about your upbringing. I was not raised in a poor family. I always had everything that I needed, but a distinct memory that stands out to me is going to the grocery store with my mom and her using a calculator and adding up the price of everything, and nevertheless she would make a boo-boo and I would have to go back and go find the price for the spaghetti noodles. So for whatever reason, that really bothered me as I grew up, and it was the one thing that I swore that I would never do, that I would never be in a position where I was that tight on money that I had to use a calculator in the grocery store. Now, all that to say, don't get me wrong, I had many years where we had a budget, but it was never to the point of having to add up the numbers at the grocery store, okay? So the one thing that I am forever grateful for, and I don't take enough time to pat myself on the back for it or celebrate it, is the fact that I can afford to buy the type of things that I want to nourish and feed my body. It is not cheap to feed your body, quality, whole food, nutrient dense, fruits, vegetables, organic meat, wild caught seafood, grass-fed, local beef, that kind of stuff. But that is one of the things that I just think is such a huge blessing. A lot of times people will ask me, what is the one thing or two things that you're really grateful for about having started your own successful entrepreneurial journey? And having some financial security definitely is helpful, because when you're self-supporting and self-sufficient, you don't have to necessarily worry about where the income is going to come to pay your mortgage or keep the power on. But for me, just being able to nourish my body in a way and take care of my body in a way that aligns with the nutritionist in me, if you will. But I think it's just that the grocery store is not a trigger. I know for some people it really is. It's a source of anxiety. It's a trigger of panic. And I think, as I am constantly telling potential students, all the good things about transitioning into a career in myofunctional therapy where you can be in charge of your own dreams. I think something as simple as going to the grocery store and not having to run a calculator to see how much your groceries add up to be. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I don't suspect that it's probably something that you would think to be a big deal for me, but it is huge to be able to walk out with my grocery cart and just be like, yes, thank you, Lord, thank you, good man above, thank you, source, thank you, whatever, whoever you're thanking. It is such a blessing, and it's one of the big reasons why I think being an entrepreneur is such a beautiful thing.